Hey everyone, you're listening to Nerd Boys Comic Book Podcast. I'm Marco.
This is Damon.
This is Andrea.
And this is Charles. Korean dramas.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Korean dramas. That was the pre-game for all this, but now we're on to the actual show. And today we're going to talk about a lot of news. We got a lot of things going on right now.
News!
Yep. Starting with Thor Ragnarok. Did everyone see the pictures?
Oh, you talking about unworthy Thor?
Oh yeah,
Basically, basically I'm more than thought.
I was like, where's Hammer? Wait a minute, no hammer. He has weapons. Nice haircut. Uh-oh.
He's looking a little unworthy.
A little bit of a spoiler warning. If you want to go into Thor Ragnarok totally clean, don't listen to this part. I'll put a time code right here, and there will be timestamps in the description of the video if you want to skip around.
Wait, time out. What spoilers?
Well,
We
a
know
few
nothing.
things. We got the synopsis, which is basically Thor. He's investigating Thanos. He doesn't know it's Thanos yet, but he's trying to find out who's going after all the Infinity Stones. He goes back to Asgard, finds out Loki has been impersonating Odin. Hela gets released, takes the hammer from Thor, pushes him out to Sakaar, where the Grand Master is in charge, and he's like, you know what? You're going to be my slave gladiator. Cuts his hair, he fights in the pits, meets up with Hulk, who is also there for some reason.
But he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he's enjoying
Because he
himself.
finally gets to fight freely without being held back by puny baddest needs.
Is they ever going to explain how Hulk is there?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll be like,
They
yeah,
leave
I
it
came
like
here.
a
Oh, wait a minute. They can give him his own... No, I'm sorry.
Because, like,
Well,
yeah,
the Grandmaster could have
He's
just...
still
as far
on.
as we know, Quinjets don't go in space, but they could, I guess. I guess they haven't said that they can't, so...
Oh, it's just like how, what's that Planet Hulk was? He was flying, and then a wormhole opened up, and bam!
Yeah, I'd love it if, like, he's flying the Quinjet. He's planning to come back, but the Grandmaster opens up, like, a portal and takes the Hulk, and it's like, I really wanted to go back, actually.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll stay now that I'm here.
And then he found out he could just beat the crap out of stuff, and it was just like, this is cool.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to hold back anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Find
And then,
himself a nice wife.
Did you guys see Valkyrie?
Yes.
She's going to be in the movie.
I'm so hyped about this.
I
I love
know.
Tessa Thompson. Why are you shaking your head?
Because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Valkyrie. She in some of the pictures, Valkyrie, she's a character from the comics.
Okay.
She's going to be in the movie, and she's replacing Jane Foster.
As love interest. Yeah, I
As
know
love.
about this. Yeah, because I guess they break up.
Yeah, Chris
Off
Hemsworth in
screen.
an interview, he's like, straight up, nah, they're not together anymore.
Wow. Couldn't even do
I
it.
mean, I feel like they shouldn't. I love Natalie Portman, but I feel like they should have got somebody that needed it more. Like,
Wait a minute. What's up with all these off-screen breakups?
Yeah, like...
because contracts end and people are like, I don't know if I want to do that no more.
Yeah, we give you an extra 20,000. Film this 2 minutes and we're done.
20,000? You think that's how much Gwyneth Paltrow? This girl she tells people to buy expensive things all the time like it's nothing. She is not taking $20,000 to come back and do nothing. All right.
Okay, 2 million.
But then you have a scenario like in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Emma Stone's like, I break up with you, Peter. I break up with you.
Oh, she did break up with him.
No, but
literally.
I was sad about that. I don't know why.
you have that awkward breakup
They were
scene.
so cute, you guys.
They
They were
were.
so cute.
Oh, man.
That hit a soft spot.
But does this upset
like
Damon?
like that fall.
I mean,
that he's not going to be with Sif.
oh, no, it doesn't. The only person that belongs with Sith, comic book fans understand this. This is a fact of nature. It was created by Walt Simonson and it will stay this way. The only man that deserves Sith is Beta Ray Bill, alright? But he's not a man, he's a horse creature, but his honor is that of a man, alright? You understand this. He is the best.
I think
Point blank
interspecies
period.
relationship really don't go well.
Nope.
Let's talk about like April
Not
and the
a thing.
Turtles.
Well,
Doesn't
technically,
matter.
Thor's
Doesn't
Asgardian,
matter.
so any relationship he's in with a human is automatically just
Yeah.
interspecies.
And plus, we don't know if Bill has a penis. He could totally have a not regular. That's rude. He can totally have a human-esque penis.
human-esque.
Okay, we're not going to go into like the biology of humans and horses right now.
Superhero anatomy aside.
Oh yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
For those of you guys who are here, Charlie just left me hanging.
I had to. This is a PG-13. Okay, we only get
We're
Yes,
a hard
we-
PG-13.
Yes.
We're like PG-16. right before our
You
17.
could
We got
possibly
the internet,
get
alright?
2 curse words in this. Possibly 2.
Well, no, like PG-13 is one F. We can say all the other ones. We just can't say the F word more than once.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the rules.
I'm
but,
out.
I feel like that should be a super cut of Entram.
I'm out.
Yeah, no.
All right.
But no, so I am excited about Thor Ragnarok. Let's see where this goes. I know Marvel can do no wrong.
Oh yeah, everything it touched turns to gold
Oh yes.
or wine, depending. And then, are you excited about Jeff Goldblum? Goldbluming
Yes.
it up.
You know
Yes, Jeff Goldblum is a weird alien
It
god
fits it
creature.
perfectly.
That's what we've been waiting for this forever. You guys didn't even know you was waiting for it. I didn't know it, but now it's finally happening. You're like, oh wait a minute, this is everything my life needed.
He could have actually been a collector.
That is, they're all part of the same race. They're
Yeah.
all the elders of the universe, right?
Yeah.
It's like you
Elders
got
of the universe.
they're princes of the universe. You have,
Here we are.
wait, no, stop. Alright, see.
Queen, like, hey,
Copyrights.
you guys have used one too many
Can
of
it
our
be considered
songs.
like a cover? I mean, they are singing.
I mean, well,
I'm sorry, that's just my favorite Queen song. It's Princes of the Universe because Highlander.
Mine's Flash Gordon. I don't know why.
It's a good
so
song.
mine's Killer Queen, but we all know that already.
Because but literally, side note, Queen, okay, they do the best movie soundtracks. People are like, oh, here's Queen, do this movie soundtrack for this movie that no one will watch because it's crappy, and they're just like, boo! And you're just
Wait
like,
a minute,
this
talk
is
about.
amazing.
Is that
Highlander.
a shot at Suicide Squad?
No, is that
No.
a shot at Highlander or like Flash Gordon?
Okay,
because
one-
they did both those soundtracks.
Yeah, but those movies are not the best movies. They are great, like, nerd movies, but they aren't like.
We as a podcast do not speak for Damien right now.
First of all, don't get me wrong. I love Flash Gordon and I love Highlander a lot. I've
Flash.
seen all the Highlander movies, even the source. Adrian Paul, you know you was wrong for that. The point is, I've seen them all. Don't get it twisted. But
Hey, I can say he randomly listened to podcasts. Who the hell does this guy think he is? Telling me what I'm going to do with my movie.
even the Highlander animated movie, that was cool as hell. Oh man. I think the only thing I haven't touched was the Highlander video game, and I don't even know if that actually came out. I know it was supposed to. There were like screenshots, but I don't remember if it came out or not.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, after 2, I was like, I'm done with this. I hate everything about Highlander except the first one.
Oh, you know they're going to reboot it.
Oh, I hope they reboot it, please. Nothing needs a reboot better than a bad movie with a great concept.
Wait a minute. Since we're talking about reboots, is that the next subject?
No, it's not, because they're still talking about Thor. We're Thoring it up right now.
Okay.
But I feel like I've talked a lot about how much I'm excited about Thor on this podcast, and just in general, like that whole thing.
Are you reading Underworthy?
I have. I picked it up because you suggested it, right?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, you suggested it, and my other friend Marco suggested it, which is
I'm
really
at,
funny.
I'm at issue 4. I haven't been reading comics.
I just grabbed the latest one and just started from there, and it's beautiful because Olivier Coipel is
Top
just
notch.
you know the like salt guy with the thing, the salt meme. Just imagine that, except the little black French dude. Just so great.
But no, Unworthy Thor, like, I know it's like just a mini series, but 6 issues, unless they done made it into a main series.
No, they're actually going to put them together. They're going to put Jane Foster and Odin's son in one comic and call
Okay.
it Gods of Thunder.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna have
Okay,
to.
that saved me the trouble of having to consider buying like multiple books.
Oh yeah, I wish they would do that for more. Like Bendis and Slott, I wish they would team up and do like a Spider-Man series.
See,
Yeah.
that's something. that I
Especially
would
if they like go back and forth on writing arcs and stuff. That
Yeah,
would be so
totally.
cool.
They can't do that with Captain America right now. No.
Because
Well, Nick Spencer's writing both and Secret Empire, so
Yes.
oh man, Secret Empire looks interesting. I'm so curious at how to, because if they wanted to, they could leave, like Secret Empire could leave a mark on the universe that kind of stayed for a while, which would be really cool way to like have them deal with this. Like if it's like, because it seems like Captain America literally takes over part of America from just like the stuff they've been showing. So that'd be really cool if Secret Empire like took a while to, the aftermath of it took a while to deal with before it was
Yeah.
like back to basics. I think that'd be cool.
almost like Dark Reign.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but What was the next subject we're going to talk about, Charles? Speaking of bad movie reboots.
Is it what I was thinking about? What we was discussing before?
Yeah.
With the green numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
El Matrix. I don't think that's how you say the Matrix in Spanish.
The Matrix.
I'm trying to keep this as PG-13 as possible. Who in the hell approved of this? Like, why?
First up, Warner Brothers is actually considering rebooting The Matrix.
No, well-
Not doing a fourth movie, not a continuation, but a straight-up reboot of The Matrix.
See,
Why?
I wouldn't have a problem with this if they were like, we're going to do more movies in the Matrix universe. Like, what happened here? What would happen there? What happens a few years after this whole event? Like, that would be really cool. But them redoing the Matrix is pointless. I feel like the first one was like, it works. It's such a good movie. Then the other two, they aren't the best movies, but they finished the story, and I'm satisfied with that ending, you know?
I would have been more fine with them just like you said. Like, right now it's at a point, it's been like, what, almost 10...
No, it's like almost 15 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
been like
15 years?
15, 16.
Okay.
Since the third one.
We can do like a continuation from it. Because I mean, trying to do more side stories that took place then, it's now too late. Let's try to continue the story. Let's do like it can be like a reboot / sequel. But like to just reboot it and just like, okay, all that continuity is now destroyed. It's just like, no.
Especially though, like if you think about the Matrix, like the lore of the Matrix, and the suggestion that if you look at like some of the theories, there's a suggestion that this has happened before. The one is not it's just this thing that happens every once in a while. Like it's always been there. So like what else could that mean? Which honestly, when I thought about that, it freaked me out. It was a scary concept. They just forever in this weird loop because infinity is scary to me. Greatest fear. The point is,
I guess you're not gonna like Ragnarok then.
Infinity War?
I like it. Hit the symbol. But yeah, like it just was like, okay, so then you could tell a story of how to get out of that loop, or you could tell a story about
how it didn't avoid the loop.
Or maybe they could, or how they try to recreate the world, you know, like and what they face off against. Maybe they have to join with the machines. Maybe aliens come. Okay, maybe everybody get pissed off if aliens come. I would be okay with that.
What aliens are you talking about?
Xenomorphs? They don't. Well, not specifically xenomorphs, but
like, no.
you know,
something WB related, so it can't be xenomorphs.
It doesn't have to be like aliens, like a specific
like the small little ball hit the earth.
Not like
and it
aliens
just opens
TM,
up and like where's
you know.
Kakarot? I'm like, okay, Matrix series done.
I'm actually, you know what? Let's do that. That's right. Where's Kakarot? Because that's how really they rebuild, and then like weird animals can walk now, and they're like dinosaur people and stuff, and everybody's like, this is normal now, right? So then they on Earth, everybody starts learning how to use Ki Blast. Then they come, and we just like, oh my god, this is how Dragon Ball Z started. It was all connected.
And you expect us to give you how much money again to fund this movie?
$73 billion.
Get out my office.
Actually, that's actually a pretty low budget for the movie I'm proposing.
I mean, that's like Deadpool money right there. Just
I
a little
know,
bit over.
but they're not going to get Deadpool returns.
Oh, no. But also, some of the rumors are Michael B. Jordan is going to play a rebooted Morpheus.
Why you couldn't be a new Neo?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan could tell. If you won't do that, Michael B. Jordan should be Neo. If you ain't never seen Michael B. Jordan, y'all know damn well Michael B. Jordan look like he just look at you and your panties go off. Like, you don't put him in the role of, like, weird, like,
no, you know what you do?
Yeah,
you
I totally felt
you
that.
show the poster. You show the poster for Creed and just be like, "There you go."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh man, that movie is so good.
That right there, that movie alone just comes to show you, like, if anyone bounced back from Fantastic Four, it was Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I think everybody did fine. Everybody's gonna be fine after Fantastic Four.
Nah, people ruin their careers.
I don't think everybody ruined their careers in
Except
that movie
Michael B.
because
Jordan.
nobody saw it.
Oh.
That's very true.
Like, people would have to see that movie and think,
You know,
you can't sell a movie.
people
that
now
people
still
can't-
say, "Oh, you seen Fantastic Four? You talking about the one with Jessica Alba?" Like, no, there was one after that. Like, don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Fox is going to reboot the Fantastic Four? Oh boy, I haven't seen one since 2005.
Exactly. Like, oh man.
Alright, but moving on to another bad, terrible movie idea.
Uh
The Venom spin-off.
Is it a bad idea?
oh.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. It's a bad idea because
Wait a
it's
minute.
not related to the MCU.
Is
It's
it-
Sony doing their own Venom movie.
Oh, so it is Sony.
Yeah.
Is it outside
No.
the MCU? I think if it's outside of the MCU, that would be dumb. I think
Yes.
I think if they somehow set it up in Spider-Man Homecoming in some like small way, because there was a theory, and this still is a thing, that Donald Glover's character was
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock. If they set it up that way, I'd be down for that. You know, especially if it was like Venom going off and doing his own thing, maybe facing off against another symbiote. Maybe they even do. I doubt they do like the Venom Space Knight storyline where you find out where the symbiotes actually come from, because that's kind of an interesting story. I don't know how most other fans felt about it. I thought it was kind of cool.
Hollywood's not ready for that. They're screw that up in some kind of way. Like, it's a great story, but for them to take a great story and actually portray it like in a movie, I hate to say this, but look at BVS. Any of the story.
Can we just leave? I feel like we need to leave BVS alone for like a week.
No,
We need to stop talking about Batman v
I
Superman
feel
for
like
like a month.
I feel like every time I do this podcast, me and Marco talk about how we don't like BVS, and like so like it's just us just like coming around and just punching it on the floor. Like, and it's already on the floor, just like holding his crotch, and we just like hit it again.
Want to know what's gonna happen? Me and you, Damien, we're gonna get into a fight, and as you do the final blow, I'm be like, Martha, why would you say that name, Charles?
BVS, why would you say that movie?
That movie, it hurt me so. Like,
That was his kryptonite, actually.
I didn't like it. You didn't either.
we both didn't like it. We're friends. Let's go save the world from a large monster.
That we obviously cannot fight.
Does
Yeah.
that make you Lois Lane?
No, this makes me Wonder Woman, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Cue my theme song. But do you want to hear a crazy fan theory about
Uh-oh.
Venom?
What?
The movie Life. You guys have seen the trailer for
I've
Life?
seen it. I heard this.
The fan theory is this is setting up Venom.
If that is actually true, I am 100% okay with it.
That'd be clever as fuck. That'd be well thought out and clever as fuck.
I'd be like, you know what, Fox?
No,
You've earned
Sony.
my respect.
It's
I'm
Sony.
sorry, Sony. Why do I keep saying Fox?
But I doubt they do that, because I feel like people don't like to plan that far ahead with movies, and it's really, and that's one of the reasons why, like, I think the Marvel movies have worked, is because they have been willing to plan far enough ahead to actually go, oh, we're going to try to do this movie next, as opposed to like, let's wing it, you know, like we setting this up for like one movie and no sequels and stuff like that. And so I don't know, that would be interesting, but like, also, like, Venom tying into Spider-Man is super important. I feel like it's really weird to take Spider-Man out of that equation.
Yeah. Yeah, but Venom, it's coming out October of next year, and it's replacing Aquaman's release date.
Well, it's not really replacing it, because they could have came out the same weekend, honestly. But unless they tell us they got a script they love right now that possibly only needs one go over, and a director, you know, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Like, October 18th?
October 2018.
Yeah, no, that's not fucking happening. Like, it's just, they notorious for this, especially lately with these, like, giving a movie a date and then trying to get everything together at the last minute.
Like Gambit.
Yeah, that shit isn't happening. And they still trying to do Gambit, but I'm less interested in that movie than I was before. When I knew it was coming, when I was under the impression, and the thing about it was, as somebody who has done a lot of, I know how to make movies to a certain degree, and like done a certain amount of research and have made short films and shit like that, I know how much work goes into, like, I know from a general sense how much work goes into making a movie. And I assumed that the pre-production stuff was done when they was just like, yes, of course, Gambit comes out this year. I was like, oh, well, then they got 2 months to shoot, and then, you know, the rest of the time they edited, whatever. No, they, like, didn't have any of that stuff. So you try to tell me they don't know what costumes they using, they don't have any of that stuff ready, art stuff ready. It's just, that's dumb. Like, that's just kind of stupid. So I can't trust that they'll come out with a release date that's gonna make any kind of sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
After seeing what they did in Spider-Man 3, and then for them to just up and drop, like, I understand, like, Marvel wanted rights to Spider-Man so they could use them in their MCU. But for you to just, like, drop the Amazing Spider-Man series, and then, like, because I mean,
Spectacular Spider-Man series, the greatest Spider-Man series of all time.
I was looking forward to the Sinister Six. Like, I was really excited about
I
that.
wasn't.
I was.
What are they gonna fight? Spider-Man? Is it a Spider-Man movie or is it a Sinister Six movie? I was really confused about that. What were they gonna do?
It was like the Avengers for Sinister Six. It's like, this is how they get together. And then 3 was going to be a versus movie. between the group and Spider-Man.
Okay. I mean, and the other thing that irritated me about this, they literally talked about doing an Aunt May movie. No one talked about doing a Spider-Woman movie. You know how many extra Spider-Man characters there are? You got Spider-Woman, you got Ricochet, you got Dusk, you got what is that other dude? Golden Glider, not Golden Glider. It was another character that
In the 90s.
Prodigy. This whole moment. Also, you got the Clone Saga thing. You know what I'm saying? Or like Spider Island stuff. And you would kind of fuse those things together. Or they had Andrew Garfield. They could have got what's the name from Styles from what's the name? He looked enough like Andrew Garfield. You could totally pull off a whole Clone Saga thing with a little bit of digital.
Wolf.
What's the name? Yeah. So they're options. They could have found a way. And they were like, we're gonna do a Sinister Six movie. How's that gonna work? No one knows. Like, that's not happening. Like, that's a stupid idea. Who are they gonna fight? Especially if you're not putting a lot of thought and effort into what that even looks like, and giving it to people who are like truly in love with these properties and know them well enough to be able to like, okay, let's work around these problems and make an interesting story, as opposed to being like, we're gonna get somebody we know can shoot a movie and likes movies, and like kind of like the whole Akira thing a few months ago. The first director they were talking to about it hated the original movie and anime in general.
What?
Yeah, right. Like he was just like, anime's stupid. They don't know how to make stories.
And this is the guy they got to direct Akira.
He was one of the guys they were talking to early on,
Okay.
and that was like, this was a few years ago, and it was just like, so he's really good at making movies, so you give it to somebody who doesn't respect the thing that he's working on, that's not going to be good. But even with like people like Mark Webb, who probably was excited about doing a Spider-Man movie, still it probably wasn't his like dream to be a person that directed a Spider-Man movie. And I think that goes a lot into it. I think Marvel is really good at choosing directors who are like, this is something I would really like to do. Like, this is, if I'm going to do a big budget production movie, this is the movie I'm doing. As opposed to like, these people who are like, yeah, I'll take it.
I need the money.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm not excited for the Venom movie. I have to see what comes out of it, like in the next couple of weeks, and how much they talk about it. Basically, I wait for Comic-Con on that one.
Yeah. Or wait until it gets canceled.
Yeah.
Because this is the third attempt now at a Venom movie. Because they wanted one after Spider-Man 3. They wanted one after Sinister Six, which never got made. And now they want this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sony, they jumped the gun too much. And they're trying to create these movies where they're like, oh, you know, well, this does well, so we can make a spin-off of this. And it's like, why make a Venom movie when, like, yes, Spider-Man Homecoming, it's going to be a part of Sony and Marvel, like, / Disney working together. But at the same time, it's like, what Venom movie are you going to do without Spider-Man? Is this going to be a tie to the MCU? No. So why even consider? Who is he going to fight? Carnage?
Yeah. But think about it. At this point, we don't know. They literally could change. They could change direction right now and be like, "Oh yeah, it is tied into the MCU," because that's how early they are in the process. But that also is the thing that annoys me. Like, it's like you guys don't really have a clear plan. You probably don't have a clear plan going into this.
That's the problem that gets me with Fox. They're constantly talking about what they're going to make, and it's like,
Sony.
I'm sorry, Sony. I don't know why I keep saying Fox.
Fuck them too.
Yeah. I'm like, don't say anything about it. Just do it. We're going to start believing. Like, whenever I hear something from those two studios, I'm not going to believe you until I see a trailer.
Exactly. And it comes down to, and it's also like the thing, one of the things that got me, this reminds me of the whole, Logan just came out and everyone's like, oh, this is what superhero movies should be. No, it isn't. It should be what Logan is. Okay? Like, don't sit here and try to tell me that all the other superhero movies aren't as good as this because they didn't do exactly the same thing. Because that's exactly what the studios are going to take from this. And it's going to be a bogus version. It's going to be a ripoff of that instead of people being creative. Because what Logan was the people who created a movie having creative control over the character and being able to take it where they needed to take it to make it a good movie. And the same thing, but those Marvel movies aren't bad because they're superhero-y or because they don't use curse words as much or because there isn't as much blood and killing. That was just really appropriate for that character. The same thing with Deadpool. But Deadpool also tied into the Marvel, the X-Men universe they had already set up a little bit. So it's like, it works when it works and it doesn't when it doesn't. But pay attention to that. That's what you should learn the lesson from, is allow people to create within the sandbox you've given them and don't try to hold them back or make them do things because that's what sold in the past, because it may not sell again.
Yeah. Don't try to make Gambit Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the talks of like making like comic book movies like rated R, like you don't need to.
Yeah.
Like if you read out Logan, like what's been done on paper out loud, it sounds like the most craziest thing ever. It's something that you actually have to see physically. Like I was reading things and like read the script and I was just like, they did this? And it's turned out well? But like if you sit down and like from everyone is like, this is the greatest, Wolverine movie ever. We're not going to do a spoiler cast right now. But one of the things that I heard what happened in the movie, I was like, only Wolverine could have gotten away with that.
Yeah.
I was just, you haven't seen it, have you?
Logan?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I got self-respect.
I haven't had a chance to see it. Like, the last movie I seen was John Wick, and that was like weeks after it's been released. But Logan is on my list. But like, when I found out like what took place in the movie, I was like, huh. Like, wow.
Yeah, no. It's
so, when it comes down to like individual like properties like Wolverine, as in Logan, they're done. They shouldn't touch him for another 20 years. Hopefully. Unless like Marvel/Disney somehow get the rights to mutants and they're just like, hey, we got a Wolverine.
or they can get what's his name? God, who was Bane?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see a Tom Hardy Wolverine movie.
I could see it now. Like even though he'd be perfect, I feel like they're going to pull somebody so far left field that we wouldn't even
It'd
expect.
probably be like Scott Eastwood, honestly, if they got the chance.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's sad? He's living in the shadow of his father, and it's really not working for him.
I don't know. I don't know. I really haven't seen him in anything enough to be like,
He's a Suicide Squad.
He was, but he was
He's a background
like
character in Suicide Squad.
2 minutes.
And
like,
that's the thing. Like,
it
what
wasn't
kind of
enough to
respect
say
they have for this man.
It wasn't enough to say, oh, he's a good or bad actor at this point. I really can't say. I was really down when there were rumors that he was Nightwing. I was not with that.
Well, and there were rumors that he was Arsenal at the time.
That actually kind of sounds cool.
Yeah, I would have been fine with that. Like,
Yeah.
who they casted him as is like random soldier number 3. Like, that was a disappointment. Like, for me.
Yeah. But
Well,
on to the next topic, which is Man of Steel 2. The rumored director is Matthew Vaughn, director of Kingsman and X-Men First Class.
This is... First, I was a little bit weary about this because... One, don't get me wrong. I actually really love Matthew Vaughn. One of the best people they've used at Fox and has worked on the X-Men franchise and comic book movies in general. But I was so used to him seeing him doing these bloody romps of movies. Like he did, Kick-Ass, the Kick-Ass movies, and he did X-Men First Class, and he did, what's the name? But then I heard him talk about the Superman movie he would have made given the opportunity this was right after Superman Returns. And he was talking about Bryan Singer's movie being messy, which that's his friend, so... he must have thought it wasn't that good if he can say it out loud. But
was he lying though?
No, he
He
wasn't.
was not lying.
He was not lying. That movie, the best thing it had going for it was its cast was perfect. Like
That movie is like a really good love letter to Christopher Reeve Superman, but it's like a stalker love letter. It's like, I have a collection of your hair.
like I love Brandon Routh in that role of Superman. I feel like that was such a missed opportunity.
Like, he's just floating outside a window like,
Like it could have been.
I love you, illegitimate son of mine.
Illegitimate son of mine, little not John Kent.
Before John Kent was a thing.
Yeah. But when I heard him talk about what he wanted to do with Superman, it's exactly what I want to see from Superman. And he's just a really good action director. Really good at putting together a straightforward story that works. Like being like, bam, this is what we doing. This is how it works. This is how, and then making that look really great. And I always really enjoy his movies. So if they do that, really excited about it.
Wait, what's his idea for Man of Steel 2?
Well, he was just talking about how if it was me, one, I wouldn't have tried to recreate what they did before. I would have done my own thing with Superman. And two, he was talking about making Superman more hopeful. He also had this thing about making Superman going through Superman's whole life, which I thought was a really crazy idea. But like you see Superman from the beginning to like the sun turning red and explode and absorbing the earth, which he probably won't end up doing that, obviously, because now you're working within the context of a cinematic universe and all that stuff. But he's the kind of person who could and still leave his mark on the movie that makes you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that's really right now within the franchise films. Those are the directors you need. Somebody who can like this is just a part of like a set of things, but this is my style. This is what I do. This is how I make it happen. because you don't want people who are like auteurs like Edgar Wright, because then they get really they need more control than that would allow, and then you don't want people who just shoot movies, you know, who just do everything straight by the book and without
pointy
any
camera.
Yeah. So like he fits right in that range of being able to tell a story his own way, and then also just being able to work within the studio system and that kind of like cinematic universe thing. So I think it'll be, if he gets the job, it'll be a really cool movie.
Yeah, like I'm hoping he gets the job, because I mean, if we look at Marvel and seeing what they've done, where they don't really have like so many of the same directors doing like the same series of movies twice.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's like, okay, we do trust this person to continue this on, and to have like Zack Snyder go from like Superman to like BVS, and then he's doing Justice League. It's like you need to like have other people do those movies, because I mean, as you can see through all DC movies, they have that same like sad Instagram filter in all their movies.
Sad Instagram filter, yeah.
And, like, it's like, no, like when you think of Superman,
Sapien Dark.
Yes, that's what it is. And it's just like, even in Wonder Woman trailer, I'm just like, you like lowered the tent just a little bit. Like, you just need to throw, like, even with the sun shining, it is midday. I'm just like, it is too damn dark.
And the thing about it is, I think you say that, it's funny you say that, because Marvel does it too, but they tend to like, it's not so specific.
No.
It's a little bit, it's more bland, and so at the end of the day, it kind of works in their favor, even though sometimes it can be like, it can kind of take away from like the colors of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, at least I kind of understand where it is. There's no contrast. And then like DC, they use film and you get to see real blacks, but it's like the other stuff that like Zack Snyderiness is not my favorite thing in the world.
I just feel like I'm watching sequels to like The Watchmen, and I'm just like, okay, so where's Dr. Manhattan at? It's not that kind of movie. Are you sure?
We're not doing DC Rebirth.
I know, yeah. I was just like, well, it could be that kind of movie now. Like,
that's what I'm wondering. Like, what is
bring Dr. Manhattan back and Ozymandias, and there we go, DC Rebirth by the end of this whole thing.
But no, like with the two movies that Marco has mentioned, where Kingsman and First Class, I think this is going to turn out well for Superman. I think this is the direction that they need to take in order for people to, have hope. Because when you think of Superman, that's the first thing you think of, hope.
Yeah, it should. It should feel like you should feel like this person is. Because I said this before, I feel like Superman is the. There are two versions of Superman that people like. There's people who like Superman because he can punch stuff, and people who like Superman because he saves people.
Yes.
And for the beginning of this, it's been a lot of Superman who punches stuff, and that's not really an interesting Superman. That's a really boring version of Superman, because he can't connect with anybody, and thus you can't connect with him. But the Superman that saves stuff, the Superman that goes out of his way to help people and to be the nice kid from Kansas, that's the Superman I think that people really gravitate towards, at least most people, unless you like do CrossFit, then maybe you don't like the Superman.
And that's Superman we need to see.
Yes, we need more of the classic Superman, and not so much of this, I don't know what this is, really.
Yeah, it's sad press.
It's emo Superman.
This kid ate my bagel Superman.
Emo Superman. It's like plot device Superman. Like, he's not a character at all. He's just sad.
Oh, no.
I don't get anybody. Lois have sex with me.
Superman was just a farm boy's dream. Alright, but I think that's gonna be it for this episode.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for the next one?
Oh, of course.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Peace!
See you.